Hey guys, how are we doing today? I'm George and welcome back to another video, and for this video is going to be the Swindon sound creator on my channel, and we are back today. If you missed last episode, I uploaded it yesterday, so go feel free to do that. Thank you guys for the comments saying, you know, glad it's back and stuff like that, and just basically just the overall support on that video, as I really do appreciate it. So going into this game against Lincoln, I believe, you know, we've had a 1-1 draw against Mansfield the game before, I believe. I could be wrong. I'm pretty certain we did. We got a late equaliser with Keshi Anderson. We are sat 4th in the table. Mansfield are sat 3rd. I think Lincoln are down there in the bottom half of the table. So a win here. You know, like I said in the last episode, we just got to keep getting through these games, ploughing through them and stuff like that. So I think in this episode, you do see a couple of sim games, as well as some gameplay as well. So we just kind of get the series progressing. So I believe in the next episode... we go into the January transfer window, and hopefully we can do some pre-contract signings as well as just a few other things, really, because you know, it's difficult because at the start of the save we wanted to sign a couple of players, and basically what it was, obviously Oscar Bauer does make it 1-0 in the 8th minute. A lot of players that I want to sign are not willing to relocate. Now I don't know if that's because of that's their first year in the team, or they don't want to drop down to League 2, or any, I don't know how it works. So hopefully next year I will be able to sign players I would like to sign, but you just never know. But as you see there, I believe Luke Norris goes down injured, which is not really ideal because obviously him and Keshi is doing well for us this season up front so far. Lincoln do get a chance though here, but just goes over the bar. So 1-0 still to the Swindon. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but 1-0. We do make a few changes and stuff like that. We do make a couple of substitutions, and then in the 83rd minute there is one more opportunity, I believe. No, actually no, sorry. There's not one more opportunity. Lincoln tried to obviously equalise. Pretty poor defending from me by Ollie Lancashire, our captain, and they do make it 1-1. Pretty poor. It's just poor defending, a poor finish, and a poor save overall to make it 1-1. But we respond very quickly, actually, with a chance in the 87th minute. Oscar Bauer gives the ball here to James Dunn. James Dunn takes a shot, deflects off Kane Wallery, and we make it 2-1 in the 88th minute. And it was a little bit of relief because I felt like if we drew that game to a goal that was a pretty poor defensive error from myself, I'd have been a bit disappointed. But we luckily got the 3 points. That was Lincoln's first shot on target, and he's going to score it. But overall, I will take a 2-1 victory at home to a side where, you know, they're not really up there, are they? And we got kind of lucky, like, you know, obviously they did score and then we scored straight after, but I felt like we deserved to still win the game anyway. Our next game is going to be at home against Wickham. Wickham are a good side. They are a good side. They got some decent players in there. They got a good manager in Gary Ainsworth. They also got Akinfenwa up front as well, so if we can keep him quiet, that's good. We are sat 2nd in the table, 3 points behind Colchester, and Wickham are sat in 8th. So there is, you know, like with a lot of leagues, especially League 1, League 2, Championship and all that stuff like that. Like there's some, like when you get to the playoffs position, down to I'd say maybe 12th, there's not really much like gap in between points wise, because, you know, if the top 6 lose a couple of games and the teams that, you know, are the bottom half of the table start getting wins, you know, it's just an influx of teams going up and down all the time. So you want to get that consistency, especially in any league, really. But we do make it 1-0 in the 4th minute with Luke Norris. Luckily it wasn't a massive injury, but unfortunately for Wickham, Akinfenwa does go down injured and he has to be forced off the pitch. Now, I was a bit happy when this happened because he was causing me problems the first like half an hour of the game, obviously 28 minutes, you know what I mean. I didn't intend to injure him. It was a good challenge from Lingazi, I thought, a very strong challenge. And Akinfenwa went down injured, which is a shame for Wickham, of course. So we do get a free kick in the 45th minute. Luke Norris will step over to take it, swings the ball in, and they do eventually get it clear. But Congola heads the ball down to Ed. Ed finds Lingazi. and it hits the bar and doesn't unfortunately go over the line, which is a bit unfortunate. But we do make again 3 substitutions, trying to keep the the players that are key fresh. Just trying to overall get the players on and off the pitch, at a decent time, so that they gain fitness for next game. And that's what I think I've done well this year regarding fitness wise, because there is certain players, which obviously Wickham scored to make it 1-1, which is a bit unfortunate. There is a few players that are rotation players, but they are still good enough for the team, and that's what I kind of want to do with the team. Obviously, I don't change the team too much, but we unfortunately drew 1-1 with Wickham, and that's just the way it goes, a 1-1 draw. It's not the end of the world. It was a little bit disappointing because I felt like we did deserve to win it. Obviously, 15 shots, 8 on target. They had 6 shots, 4 on target, but it's all about taking the chances. As you see here, we got a youth squad monthly report, and we'll see who we're going to sign. So we do reject a couple of players that I don't think is going to make it. Owen Hughes, unfortunately, doesn't make it. But Harrison, the goalkeeper that's so good, you can say his name twice, we do sign because he's got a 92 potential. And we also signed Archie Wright as well, I believe. Which he looks okay. I don't really know too much yet. He looks alright, but we do sign him anyway. And we shall see where we go from there. But our next game is going to be away against Port Vale. Port Vale are a side where did we lose this game, or I can't remember. Did we lose this game against Port Vale, or did we win? I'm all about in real life. I'm not too sure. But yeah, so Port Vale, another team where anything can happen in this league. I try to tell you guys that as much as possible, because it's true. It's very difficult to go into each game knowing what's going to happen. Obviously, Swindon are on a pretty, I wouldn't say a bad run of form, but there's got to be changes to happen, because we just lost 5-2 yesterday against Stevenage in the FA Cup, which is not ideal, considering we did beat them 3-2 in the league this year. I know it was 3-2, but still, there's pretty much high scoring games against Stevenage this year, looks like. But it's just not the point, really. It's just I'm just trying to say that there's a little bit of inconsistency at home, even though we didn't play at home yesterday. I'm just trying to say, we are better away than we are at home. We just lost 5-2 away. So whether you could say now we can concentrate on the league, I don't know, but we got Forest Green on Tuesday. I don't really know how that's gonna, I don't know how that's gonna plan out, to be honest. I know we beat them in the league, but they are on a decent run of form, Forest Green, at the moment. I believe they drew 2-2 against Exeter yesterday, so it could be a difficult game for us because we are at home and we're not in the best run of form. And whilst they are, Mark Cooper's coming back to Swindon. So yeah, this game I just couldn't score. The first half I couldn't score. The keeper was making wonder saves. He made a double save in the first half. But luckily, Donald McDermott swings the ball into find Ollie Lancashire to make it 1-0. It was an absolute insane header, to be honest. I love corner goals. I love scoring a free bullet header from a corner. In any FIFA, it just makes it so satisfying. I don't know why, it just does. But like I said, again, we do make 3 substitutions. And again, really, it's all looking good. We do, obviously, we are 1-0 up. We do make it 2-0 in the 75th minute with Kane Watery coming off the bench and scoring. I just really want this guy to succeed in the Swindon Town shirt, because I feel like he's got some decent potential going into, especially in, when we signed him in the summer. I felt like this is going to be the guy that hopefully can do bits for us, really. But unfortunately, he hasn't really lived up to the expectation as we want to. I've still got faith in him. I've got faith in a lot of Swindon Town players, of course, because But they do make it 2-1, Port Vale. Forrester does make it 2-1, but that's how the game ends. So another 2-1 victory, not another 2. We basically got the 3 points. That's all I can really ask for. 3 points in the league against a decent side against Port Vale. The goalkeeper kept them in the game first half. Yeah, I don't really know what I was trying to check there, but. Yeah, so we go into this game in the FA Cup first round against Grimsby Town away. And obviously, we lost 5-2 against Stevenage. I don't particularly want to be talking about this game. I wanted to show it anyway. I'm not going to just skip the game. I'm not going to skip the game. But you guys can kind of tell by the how I didn't want to show this game, because basically, you will see in a minute. You will see what actually happens. It's pretty pretty embarrassing, if I'm being completely honest. But you know, we will just continue on. That's their lineup. I do like the FA Cup graphics this year. I don't know why, it just looks nice. I mean, I don't think they've changed it from previous years. I don't think they have anyway, but it just looks nice. So that's always a cool thing. But like I said, yeah, this game was pretty embarrassing to play and to watch back for me. But for you guys, it's like you are just really bad. But yeah, so like I'm not really going to talk about it in the background. You guys can see it for yourself, really. A very poor first goal to concede again. Defensive error from myself. But that's just the way it goes. So, yeah, so with the whole January transfer, and like I said about the pre-contracts earlier on in the episode, now, obviously I'm looking for a centre-back, I'm looking for a striker, I'm potentially looking for I'm basically looking for the spine of the team, really. You know, we just have to see on what players will, you know, that are good enough. Because I'm looking for players that are good enough to play in League 1 and that can potentially grow into the Championship, you know, like players that can play in the Championship as well, which is always good. But we do lose, well, we don't lose 2-1. We go down 2-1. I think Woolery scored again to make it 1-1 just before half-time. But I didn't particularly play well in this game. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was me changing too much of the team going into the game. I'm not really too sure what went wrong, really, in this game, you know. There was a lot of open spaces for Grimsby to go through. I don't really know. I honestly, I couldn't tell you. Like, when I played the game, I was thinking to myself, why is there so much space in the final third for Grimsby? I just couldn't understand why we were struggling so much in this game, considering on how well we played this year. We do give away a penalty with Concert in the 68th minute, and they go and bury it to make it 4-1, and that's why this episode will be called the most embarrassing episode ever. So yeah, we lose in the first round of the FA Cup. There's no way it's coming back now. Like, it's pretty embarrassing. But it's funny because like I said, I didn't know how. I didn't understand how badly we played in this. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know what went wrong. I probably played bad. I was probably doing like too many wrong things. I don't know, but we do lose 4-1, and that's just unfortunately the way things happen. You know, Grimsby played well. 12 shots, 7 on target. We had 9 shots, 7 on target, but we just couldn't score. Simple as that. We do sim this game against Port Vale in the Checkatrade Trophy because I don't really care about Checkatrade Trophy. I think we played a lot of rotational players in this game because, you know, why not, really? It's Checkatrade Trophy. I'm not overly bothered. If we go through, we go through. If we don't, we don't. That's just the way it goes. We do win 2-1. No Goddard and Luke Norris getting the goals. Goddard scored in the 92nd minute, which is good for us. We were 1-0 down, but still, always good. So, next game, we do sim in this game against Chesterfield. Just because, really. Like, I just didn't want to, like there's I will be simming games through the season because I kind of want to get this the season just keep flowing, really. That's why I'm doing it mostly. I don't usually do it, but since we're in League 2, we need to kind of like just sim games, really. Chris Hussey does make it 1-0 though, and that's how the game ends in the 70th minute. He goes to the scores there. But our final game of the episode is going to be against Yeovil away. Again, another tough game, I believe. You know, it's not a bad squad though. We're doing all right. We are. You know, we've got a good team, a good midfield, a good attacking presence going forward. It's just our defence I need to strengthen a little bit. Like, Concer's good, but Lancashire next to him, I don't know. It feels a bit meh. Even though we're not that bad defensively, like I always feel like if I'm one-on-one with Lancashire, I don't know. It's just I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know. It's just one of those things. But our final game of today's episode is going to be against Yeovil away. They are sat 9th. We are sat top of the league now, which is good. Obviously, 17 games, only losing 1 game. I couldn't even tell you what that game was. I can't remember what team we lost against in the series that's in the league. Obviously, we lost against Grimsby, but I can't tell you who we lost against. I'm not too sure. They are playing the 4-3-3, a pretty decent team actually, like a pretty decent formation as well against our 4-3-1-2. So hopefully we can do some damage after a embarrassing 4-1 defeat against Grimsby in the FA Cup. Because I think Grimsby, like I know they are in our league, but I think they're like bottom 2. So that was pretty embarrassing to lose 4-1. But they do give away a penalty in the 18th minute. I mean, you know, I think, who went down there? Who was it? I don't even know who it was. Who went down? It was Donald McDermott goes down. It was a pretty much a coming together, and Kesh Janison will step up to take it. And obviously, he's been on fire. He's been on fire. Will he score? No, he won't. It's a pretty poor penalty, to be honest. It's not the best penalty from myself. Like, it wasn't Keshi's fault. The penalty was pretty poor. But Yeovil do come on the attack here in the 44th minute. Bailey gets the ball here to Zoko. Back to who's that? I don't know who that was. Yeah, so we go 1-0 down. Gray gets the goal before just before half time, and we wanted to bounce back. We didn't play particularly well in this game again, especially against Grimsby. I don't know. I think I played this game straight after, so I wasn't really in the right state of mind. It's not really an excuse, to be honest. I'm just letting you guys know. But we did make a couple of substitutions. We do get one more opportunity to go and try and score. But it's just one of those things where we just, like I said, we didn't play well again in this game. I don't know what it was. So yeah, unfortunately, Consa does get the ball here. We'll try and cut it back. No, it takes a shot actually, but it's a good save. And unfortunately, guys, we do lose again. So guys, thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure to leave a like if you guys did enjoy. Subscribe to the channel, guys, if you guys are new on it. And I'll speak to you guys very, very soon. Thank you guys for the recent support on the yesterday's video. I really do appreciate it. And I'll speak to you guys very soon. So guys, have a good day and goodbye.